Welcome back to our chemistry crash course, where we're diving deep into the building blocks of matter. Today, we've got an exciting 30-question quiz on atoms, molecules, and ions, the fundamentals that make up everything around us. Whether you're prepping for a test, brushing up on basics like Dalton's theory or the periodic table, or would just love a good brain teaser, stick around to challenge yourself, learn the answers, and see how you score. Let's kick things off with question 1. Question 1. Which idea from Dalton's atomic theory suggests that atoms are neither created nor destroyed during a chemical change? A. Atoms of one element are the same in mass and properties. B. Atoms combine in simple whole number ratios to form compounds. C. All matter consists of atoms. D. Atoms are merely redistributed in a chemical reaction. The correct answer is D. Atoms are merely redistributed in a chemical reaction. Question 2. The vertical columns in the modern periodic table, which group elements with similar properties, are known as what? A. Series. B. Periods. C. Groups. D. Atomic numbers. The correct answer is C. Groups. Question 3. Which subatomic particle is the lightest, having a mass approximately 1,800 times smaller than a proton? A. Neutron. B. Electron. C. Proton. D. Nucleus. The correct answer is B. Electron. Question 4. When forming ions, atoms of main group metals typically do what? A. Gain electrons to form anions. B. Gain electrons to form cations. C. Share electrons to form molecular compounds. D. Lose electrons to form cations. The correct answer is D. Lose electrons to form cations. Question 5. What characteristic definitively determines the identity of an atom? A. The total number of neutrons and electrons. B. The total number of neutrons and protons. C. The number of electrons. D. The number of protons. The correct answer is D. The number of protons. Question 6. A compound formed primarily between a metal and a non-metal is generally predicted to be what type of compound? A. Covalent. B. Molecular. C. Ionic. D. Atomic. The correct answer is C. Ionic. Question 7. What type of formula indicates the actual types and numbers of atoms that compose a single unit of a compound? A. Empirical formula. B. Molecular formula. C. Structural formula. D. Ionic formula. The correct answer is B. Molecular formula. Question 8. Which category of elements often exhibits variable positive charges that are not predictable solely by its location in the periodic table? A. Alkali metals. B. Main group elements. C. Halogens. D. Transition metals. The correct answer is D. Transition metals. Question 9. In naming the molecular compound N2O3, what prefix is used to indicate the presence of 3 oxygen atoms? A. Mono. B. D. C. tetra, D tri. The correct answer is D, tri. Question 10. Which scientist's experiment involving the deflection of cathode rays suggested that these particles were much lighter than atoms? A. Ernest Rutherford. B. Robert Millikan. C. J. Thomson. D. John Dalton. The correct answer is C. J. Thomson. Question 11. Atoms that contain the same number of protons, but different numbers of neutrons are known as what? A. Ions. B. Neutrals. C. Compounds. D. Isotopes. The correct answer is D. Isotopes. Question 12. Elements located in Group 17 of the periodic table are collectively referred to as the A. Alkaline metals. B. Alkaline earth metals. C. Halogens. D. Noble gases. The correct answer is C. Halogens. Question 13. An electrically charged atom or molecule that gains one or more electrons will exhibit a negative charge and is specifically called An. A. Cation. B. Neutron. C. Proton. D. Anion. The correct answer is D. Anion. Question 14. Which foundational law of chemistry states that a pure compound always has a specific composition by mass, regardless of the sample size? A. Law of conservation of energy. B. Law of multiple proportions. C. Law of universal gravitation. D. Law of definite proportions. The correct answer is D. Law of definite proportions. Question 15. The atomic mass unit, often abbreviated as AMU, is defined as what specific fractional mass? A. The mass of one proton. B. The charge of a single electron. C. The average mass of hydrogen atoms. D. 1/12 of the mass of one carbon-12 atom. The correct answer is D. 1/12 of the mass of one carbon-12 atom. Question 16. Oxyacids typically consist of hydrogen combined with what type of ion? A. Monatomic, non-oxygen containing cation. B. Monatomic, oxygen containing ion. C. Polyatomic, oxygen containing ion. D. Monatomic, non-oxygen containing ion. The correct answer is C. Polyatomic, oxygen-containing ion. Question 17. The modern statement that the properties of the elements are periodic functions of their atomic numbers is called what? A. Dalton's atomic theory. B. The law of definite proportions. C. The periodic law. D. The law of multiple proportions. The correct answer is C. The periodic law. Question 18. The experiment involving oil droplets suspended between two charged plates allowed Robert Millikan to determine the value of the A. Atomic number. B. Mass of the nucleus. C. Charge of a single electron. D. Mass number. The correct answer is C, charge of a single electron. Question 19. Positively charged atoms formed when an atom loses one or more electrons are specifically known as what? A. Anions. B. Neutrals. C. Cations. D. Isotopes. The correct answer is C. Cations. Question 20. For naming binary ionic compounds where the metal forms only one type of ion, fixed charge, specifying the names of the ions provides sufficient information to determine what compositional aspect. A. The physical state of the compound. B. The ratio of the elements. C. The solubility of the compound. D. The chemical formula. The correct answer is D, the chemical formula. Question 21. What type of chemical formula represents the simplest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound? A. Molecular formula. B. Empirical formula. C. Structural formula. D. Condensed formula. The correct answer is B, empirical formula. Question 22. A compound formed primarily between two or more nonmetals, characterized by the sharing of electrons, is known as A. Ionic compound. B. Molecular compound. C. Metallic compound. D. Polyatomic ion. The correct answer is B, molecular compound. Question 23. Elements classified as metalloids exhibit properties that are intermediate between which two major categories of elements? A. Noble gases and halogens. B. Inner transition metals and transition metals. C. Alkali metals and alkaline earth metals. D. Metals and nonmetals. The correct answer is D, metals and nonmetals. Question 24. Ernest Rutherford's gold foil experiment, where alpha particles were deflected, led directly to the development of the concept of the atom having a dense positive. A. Electron cloud. B. Neutron. C. Nucleus. D. Electron shell. The correct answer is C, nucleus. Question 25. What term is used for the standard of comparison for measurements, such as grams or liters? A. Measurement uncertainty. B. Significant figures. C. Magnitude. D. Unit. The correct answer is D. Unit. Question 26. Which group of elements is characterized by being generally unreactive and is sometimes referred to as the inert gases? A. Halogens. B. Noble gases. C. Chalcogens. D. Alkaline earth metals. The correct answer is B. Noble gases. Question 27. Compounds that have the same chemical formula but possess different molecular structures and consequently different physical and chemical properties are called what? A. Diatomics. B. Isomers. C. Polyatomics. D. Nuclei. The correct answer is B, isomers. Question 28. When predicting stable ion formation for main group elements, Atoms of group 1 elements, alkali metals, typically form ions with what charge? A. 2 minus, B. 1 minus, C. 1 plus, D. 2 plus. The correct answer is C. 1 plus. Question 29. What term is defined as the total number of protons and neutrons in an atom? A. Atomic charge, B. Atomic number, C. Mass number, D. Atomic mass unit. The correct answer is C. Mass number. Question 30. Which subatomic particle resides in the nucleus, has no charge, and has a mass approximately equal to a proton? A. Electron, B. Cation, C. Nucleus, D. Neutron. The correct answer is D. Neutron. That concludes our physics quiz on motion. Whether you aced it or learned something new, thanks for testing your knowledge with us. Don't forget to check your answers and review the concepts. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more quizzes. See you in the next one.